technology and the Make in India initiative. It seems like the Indian Space Research Organization is getting that marriage absolutely spot on. In fact, ISRO today achieved yet another feat when its launch vehicle PSLV C-38 was placed into orbit and placed 31 satellites into orbit. One of the key satellites was the Cartosat-2, also known as Hawkeye. What exactly is the Cartosat and how will it help the nation? WION has this report.
2, 1, 0, +1.
Within 15 minutes of its launch, Polar satellite launch vehicle C-38 injected the Cartosat-6 in its orbit. Weighing 712 kilograms, Cartosat-2 is the sixth satellite of its series, with the first being launched in 2007. The series, commonly known as India's Eye in the Sky, have helped India with high-resolution satellite imagery over the years. Hovering 505 kilometers over the Earth, Cartosat-2 has an edge over its other predecessors as it has a resolution of 0.6, meaning that it can spot images within a square of 0.6 meter by 0.6 meter as opposed to 0.8 resolution offered by the previous satellites. Its ability to take very specific images of very specific areas has earned it the nickname of Hawkeye. While its predecessors have already aided India's security operations in the past, including the surgical strikes, Cartosat-2 will continue helping India's defense operations along with serving civilian purposes. As India looks forward to strengthening its space technology, the launch marks yet another feather in ISRO's cap. Bureau Report, WION.
All right, our guest Ajay Lele continues to be with us on the broadcast. Ajay, I have unfortunately just the time to ask you this one question, and I'll get to the one I was thinking of asking last. How exactly does this particular launch, this particular Hawkeye satellite benefit India's armed forces when it comes to the fight against terrorism?
I'll just take 1 second before that. Just to continue with the last discussion, it is important for Mr. Trump to understand that India has launched 10 satellites for the United States through this mission, the nano satellites. So that's one point. As far as Hawkeye is concerned, India is having a cartographic series of satellites for quite some time now. Particularly during last 1 year, India has launched 3 satellites in quick succession. Definitely indicates the requirement of India as far as having certain amount of eyes in the sky. From that point of view, one can really get assured that now since we got 6 satellites into the series of cartographic, the Cartosat-2 series, definitely it will allow India's defense forces to have better resolution as well as the imagery which is available timely. Otherwise, what happens is that if you've got only 1 satellite, then your revisit time to a particular place almost is 4 to 5 days. So if you have multiple satellites with a better resolution, now we have shifted from 0.8 to 0.6. Definitely it will allow us to get a lot of inputs, not only for the armed forces, but also for the civilian requirements like land resource, water management, your disasters, so on and so forth. So I think it is a multi-purpose satellite. It has got both civilian as well as strategic utility.
All right, Ajay, thanks very much for detailing that for us and giving us this perspective on what exactly this launch means, not just for India's armed forces, but for civilian purposes as well. On that note, thank you for joining us here on WION. We'll stay with the story though. The Indian Space Research Organization has successfully placed 31 satellites that were launched on the PSLV C-38 today. One of them was a satellite neither developed by ISRO nor from a foreign country, but by a university from rural Tamil Nadu. Revathi Rajivan with this report.
The launch of PSLV C-38 was a moment of pride for this university in Tamil Nadu's Kumarakovil. Students of the Nurul Islam University developed the NewSat, one of the 31 satellites on board PSLV C-38. The satellite will provide multispectral imagery for agricultural crop monitoring and disaster management support applications.
Disaster struck during 2004. The tsunami struck at the coasts of southern part of India. He was very much worried actually. We should serve the local people. So that was the initiative. And with that thrust, our chairman was looking for somebody to guide the program.
The work on this satellite began in 2012 with a helping hand from ISRO and has been completed at a cost of around 20 crore rupees. Marking its success, the station at the university received the first signal from the satellite today, just about 1.5 hours after the launch.
More than 10 departments are working, and mechanical departments are working in developing mechanical structures. Electronics and instrumentation, they were working in developing sun sensor and the reaction wheel. More than 100 students' projects are done with this satellite program.
The university has its own mission control center that has begun receiving data. And if all goes well, the satellite will be able to provide crucial data regarding disaster management to the areas being monitored.